Well, we're very excited to move on. The first round is very difficult. We knew it would be a fight. These two young men down the stretch made big plays for us, and we've been calling it madness for years. But out of my 20 NCAA's, I think this is the craziest I've ever seen it, opening up early, and there's a lot of reasons for it. Give you just some example. I thought Jim Calhoun on television today made an excellent analogy. He said, if you limit Tom Brady, the quarterback of the Patriots, to a few throws per game and keep his numbers way down, then the possessions don't go in, don't favor the Patriots. And that's what's happening in college basketball is the possessions are down. So when you get running teams like Notre Dame scores 69 and Carolina 67, you're in dogfights. Louisville. So that's what's happening. Now, the teams that are able, like Kansas and Arizona and Kentucky, to get out there, well, they're probably a lot better than their opponent, and their possessions are greater, and then you see some blowouts. So it's very exciting to see. But these two guys had to make big, tremendous plays. Quentin had to get a big rebound down the stretch, and he got fouled, and then he steps to the line as a freshman, makes two big free throws. Wayne played great the whole night, and it was wonderful to see. So when you're two stars of your team, and the reason they didn't play well, two stars, were because of Irvine. You got to give them all the credit in the world. But these two guys stepped up, and that's why we got the victory.
So when you direct your questions, please identify yourself, your affiliation, and to whom the question is addressed. Thank you. Right here.
Quentin, Mark Tracy from the New York Times. Yesterday, Coach mentioned that you had to step into a larger role than maybe you had anticipated at the beginning of the season. And it seems like today a lot of the offense when you were on the floor at least started through you, whether it was driving and kicking or taking some of those Tony Parker type floaters in the lane. So I was wondering, if you felt that extra pressure and how you kind of stepped into it.
Pretty much I just try to have confidence in myself, coming into the game and just have confidence, just because it's my first NCAA tournament, just try to be confident.
Right over here.
This is for Jeff Gurr from the Louisville Courier-Journal. This is for Wayne or Quentin. How much does having a 7'6" guy in the middle of a defense actually alter what you're? It seemed like it really had a significant impact tonight.
It was a little tricky. Well, we know that, he's the tallest player in college basketball, but, our thing was just to get reversals and just try to attack. We know that his reaction was kind of slow. So, Terry drove one time, and obviously I drove to the basket a couple times, but, we just had to attack those guys and closeouts, and that's what we did.
Myron Metcalf, ESPN, this is for Wayne. You've probably been criticized and scrutinized more than any player on that roster. How does it feel to have a big game in a moment like this and, everything you were able to do today for this team?
I don't pay attention to anything like that. As long as my teammates and my coaching and the coaching staff believe in me, I don't care what other people say. So, I take it as it is, and I just let my game do the talking.
I want to interject something on that question. It's very easy to criticize. It's very easy. It takes no talent at all to criticize, but the coaching staff, every coach that's coached Wayne Blackshear, thinks he's the greatest kid in the world, thinks he's one of the hardest workers. So we have never one time criticized him. We all think we've been tremendously blessed by his presence at the University of Louisville. So, it takes no talent to be a critic.
This is for Coach Pitino. Chris Visser with CBS Radio and Basketball Hall of Fame. Congratulations,
hey,
Coach.
Thank you, buddy.
You looked a little bit in the postgame interview as though you got a call from the governor and a reprieve. You were pretty elated there. This was sort of addressed to Wayne, and I'd like to ask you the same question. How much of it is physical and how much of it is psychological or mental when your guys have to go up against a guy 7'6"?
Well, why don't you answer that? I didn't have to do it. He looked 8 feet to me.
It was tough. It was a little tricky, like you said, because I was getting a couple mid-range jumpers, and I noticed after I shot that I could have got to the rim, and then I did it at the end. So, it was a little tricky. So, you just had to pick and choose on which one to attack on.
I will say this, on film sometimes he doesn't look as good, but one of the coaches in the league who I was talking to said, pay no attention to what you see on film, because when you see him in person, he protects the rim as well as anybody. So don't watch film and say you can beat him laterally. And that coach was 100% correct.
Eric Crawford, WDRB. Quentin, you're going to the line with the game tied and still in a balance because they get the ball back, no matter what happens. Just take us through that and what goes through your mind. That's a big situation for anybody, no matter what class you're a freshman. What were your thoughts and what were you doing in that?
Well, going through the line, I didn't really think about it. I just got up to the line and just shot it. I just knew my team needed these points, so I just knocked them down.
We all believed that he could knock him down too. We had all the confidence in him too.
Thank you, Wayne.
Any other questions? Oh, you have one? Okay. He has one here.
I'll just follow that up. Quentin, you've not been afraid. Coach has talked about your willingness to take big shots. It just doesn't bother you. Where does that come from? And what's made you just kind of not worry about taking the big shots no matter what the situation?
Camp coaching.
I think Coach P believed in me. That's the thing. Like all the players and the coaching staff believe in me, so I just had to step up and take big shots.
Jeff Gurr again from the Louisville Courier-Journal. Rick, especially in the second half, it seemed like Montrez didn't quite get as many attempts as he normally does. Was that just a function of Irvine's interior defense, or how can you get him more involved?
Well, it wasn't like I said, it was a possession game. They're playing zone. And Montrez, to be honest with you, was not moving enough. He was standing still too much. And they played a box and one on Terry, which was a great move. And then these two guys had to do something about it. But Trez obviously has to move more because, like I told those guys after the game, the other coach on the blackboards is saying we have no chance of winning if we don't keep Terry Rozier from scoring and we don't keep Montrezl Harrell off the backboard. So you got to give all the credit. They were well prepared, well schooled to take away our strengths. Fortunately for us, these two guys stepped up and we made big plays defensively down the stretch. Like, besides Quentin in this game, if you pick up a stat sheet, you're going to say right now, well, these two guys played great, but who won the game for us at the defensive end was Mango Mathiang. He made all the big plays down the stretch that we needed to make. And that'll never show up. You'll never write it. You will now, but if I didn't say it, Kenny Klein wouldn't have written. It was, we have coached this young man. One of my children coached him at 7. Another child coached him at 8. Another child coached him at 9. I've had him since he was 8 years old at camp. How old were you the first time?
7.
7 years old at camp. He won the MVP every single time at camp. And all my children coached him, and every time he does something well, I get texts from them saying it was my coaching at that time that did it. But he really doesn't have any fear. He was thrown into a very difficult situation, but he makes our guys better. He gets into the lane, and he doesn't have any fear at all. And he's getting better at the defensive end and doing some real good things. So I'm very proud of him. It's been a long relationship with him.
All right, it looks like we're done here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.